Judy's Happy Food, and it's completely different Judy's Happy Food because we're not in Judy's kitchen. I've had to leave Judy and come to this delightful seaside town in the deepest part of Devon, and it's called Dartmouth. Here working, and we're renovating an old 6-bedroom mansion house. So I think tonight I'm going to make some chili non-carne for the boys that we're working with. See, it's a bit of a drizzly day today, but nevertheless it comes with its own charm. The ferry's running from about 6 o'clock this morning, I see. All good?
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
Okay, here we are then in the builder's edition of Judy's Happy Food. And we're in this kitchen. It's still functionable, but it's half building site, half kitchen. We've been working all day, we've had showers, we're all nice and clean, we've cleaned the kitchen up a bit, and we're ready to cook for everybody. There's 4 of us here, and I said I'm going to cook, and I'm doing a really quick and easy cheating chili non-carne. I haven't told the boys that it's going to be, well, it's going to be vegetarian because I didn't get vegan cheese. I didn't want to put them through that, but yeah, so we're ready to rock and roll. But yeah, so let's have a look at our little environment. It's a brand new kitchen that I've never really been in before, but look, we're going to sort this brickwork out, or expose all that. There's our little mixing area because obviously we're plastering, so that's what we're dealing with. Right, so let's have a look at our ingredients we got. I don't think I've tried this before. This isn't beef. We got some microwave bags, but we're not going to microwave them. One of the boys wasn't too keen on kidney beans, so I've got these instead. It's got a few kidney beans in there, so he doesn't mind picking them out, but there's a different variety of beans. We can have a look at them. Got some tins of chopped tomatoes. We've got some bread to make some garlic bread with, and a little bit of spices. So we're cheating, but we're going to put a little bit of a twist on things just to make it just that little bit more special. All right, there's Dan. We're recording.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all right. No, you can be part of it. But yeah, we're doing a little video as well. Nice. So just about to start cooking now. Nice. So first of all, we're going to just dash a little bit of oil in there and get this mince going on. Let that heat up. Okay, the reason we're putting this in there just to fry off a little bit is just to give it a little bit of a burnt taste to it. I don't know how much we're going to get in here, to be honest with you. Tiny little bit of oil. Just ease that through. I think we will do both packets because we can always have some left over afterwards, can't we? Get that going in there. Let's get rid of that. So this is the pot we're going to do the actual chili in, but at the moment I'm just like frying these up. Just on a high heat, just to char the edges and give them a little bit more texture. As Dan, did you notice they were vegan?
I noticed.
Yes.
Good.
Well, I mean, I'm not vegan, but we're doing it for Judy's Happy Food, so I was going to surprise you, and I was hoping maybe you wouldn't come down and... Well, do you know what? When you're doing something like a chili, I don't mind using the vegan meats because they soak up the flavours a lot quicker. You know when you normally do a chili and then like the next day it tastes a lot better because it's had so much more time to marinate and everything. Who? Tofu? I don't mind it actually. Tofu's alright. I don't mind it.
I suppose heard it's not for you know?
Yeah.
Never been a fan
Yeah,
of tofu.
we eat tofu quite a bit in our house. Right, I'm just going to take that off the heat for a minute. And then we're going to get some of these in there. So I've not done these before either. Because Dickie was saying he didn't like the, he didn't like too many kidney beans.
No.
And he was going to pick them out.
Oh, you're lucky with me, mate, 'cause I get about 5 or 6 different types of beans. There's black
Well,
beans and,
that's it. I mean, when you do this, because when we cook, some people don't like mushrooms, some people don't like sweet corn and all that sort of stuff. So I've got these.
I think most people, though, once everything's in together like a stew, like
Yeah.
a chilli.
Some
it's
I know
like Dickie with
when you
tomatoes, he don't like tomatoes, but if you served him up a bolognese,
right, he'll eat
or
it.
something like that, he's alright.
So this looks like it's got some. It's got chili, kidney beans in it. Sorry. It's got sweet corn in it. It's got some other beans and stuff. We'll have a look at a picture in a minute. But because this isn't real meat, we can just let that sit in now for a moment. I think we probably will do both cans. Get in there. Give that a little mix round. Get that going on. And then we've got some chopped tomatoes. I think probably looking at it, maybe 2 cans of chopped tomatoes. Let's get that in there. Another can of chopped tomatoes. Okay, it's filling the bowl up quite nicely. A good mix round. Now that looks pretty thick at the moment because when we start cooking that, that's going to start reducing down. So what we're going to do is going to one of the tins. We're just going to put some cold water in there. Gone for about half a tin there, and obviously that get the rest of that tomato out there. I did buy some spices just to make it a little bit special. Let me just wash my hands. So I haven't opened these yet. I'm not sure how to do it. There we go. So we got some Cajun seasoning. Give it a little bit of pepper. Spiced it up a little bit. Oh, what's going on? Because it's brand new. How'd you get that open then? Don't worry, because of the beauty of editing and everything, cut all those little bits out.
I was going to ask you how you're going to edit
No,
it
yeah, I'll edit it all out. That's what I was expecting, like somebody would be in the middle of cooking and you come down and go, oh, fuck it, now I want to... Oh. So there we go, we've got that open. So again, it depends how spicy you like it. I'm going to be a little bit on the cautious side, not put too much in there. And then we've got some smoked paprika. And with hindsight, I could have prepared these a lot better beforehand. Smoked paprika isn't that spicy, so we can be a little bit more generous with this, because we don't want to upset anybody's stomach, not when we're all living together and we have to share the same toilets. Smack a load of that in there. Okay, and so like the great thing with a chilli and everything, the longer it takes and you know, the longer it sits around, the better it tastes, really. I could have got this on earlier in the day and left it marinating all day and then heated it up later when we needed it, when we were going to make the garlic bread and everything. So we're just going to bring that back to the heat. It's working. Let that happen. Whilst that's heating up, I'm going to fry off some onions. Oh, and I've got a little bit of garlic. I've chopped some onions. I've chopped them quite coarsely because they're going to sit in there and the onions will break down and shrivel up. So that's why I don't mind them a little bit chunkier. So everybody knows how to fry onions, I'm sure. A tiny little bit of oil in there. Bring that up to the heat. Which one is that? That is this one. Yeah. Let's give that a few moments just to heat up. And again, I don't want to cook these off too much. All I want to do is really get them on high heat straight away and just get them to brown off on the outside and leave them sort of like, if you like, raw inside. And then we're going to put them in there, and that's when they'll break down and soften right up. Okay, a good way to test to see if it's hot enough. Chuck a bit in there if it sizzles, which it isn't. Right, so that looks like it's ready to rock and roll. Let's get that in now. Fry these up, really high heat. Oh, that looks like it's bubbling away. Let's just turn that down a little bit and give that a stir. We don't want to overcook that. Burn the bottom. Where did these pans come from, Dan? Did you guys buy them, or they?
Yeah, the only ones that they had locally, mate, like the pound shop. I bought the pan using now, and if you manage to find a frying pan somewhere else.
Right, I said the frying pan's on stick, but that's not. So I don't want to be burning the bottom of it. There we go. That's Shay, the cameraman tonight. My youngest boy, he's been working with us here. So yeah, we're in Dartmouth. Nice place. You've been here for about 8 weeks, you were saying, isn't it?
2 months, mate, yeah.
2 months.
And it's showing.
Huh?
It's showing.
Wow. You haven't dropped the accent yet. Give them a couple of minutes longer and they'll be ready to whack into the pot. Now I've got some garlic going there as well. We're going to make some garlic bread as well, and there's a little pot there with a little bit of crushed garlic infused with a little bit of oil, and that's what we're going to use to brush onto the garlic bread and be able to call it garlic bread. This stuff's sitting there and I'm going to fry that off in a little bit, but I'm not putting it in the ovens because, so I've been told, garlic has a really low burning point, and if you cook it too hot too long, it loses a lot of its properties. Right, let's just take that off the heat. And turn it down, which was that one, wasn't it? Get them in there, straight in there. Let that cool down for a second, and then that's where we're going to chuck these garlics in there. So they're very light, so I'm just going to toast them up a little bit. Right, smell them. Tiny little bit of a toast up. Just like with the residual heat from the onions there. Tiny, is that one? Yeah, it is. Okay, right, let's whack them off. That is off. Put them in there. Give it a little stir, and then we're going to whack the lid on. I think we might need to turn the heat up a little bit on this. Just keep an eye on it, and this can just sit and bubble away until everybody's done and ready to eat it. So basically, we're just warming this through now. Okay, thanks for coming back. Let's have a look. So this has been probably ticking over for about half an hour, I guess. We did add, the good thing about chilli, we put a little bit of seasoning in there. And as it started to cook up and everything, we all had a little taste on it and we all decided exactly how we wanted it. So we did put a little bit more paprika in there. We did put a little bit more Cajun in there, and what we didn't show you, we whacked a load of black pepper in there, and we also forgot to put salt in there, which is sea salt, which is the best salt. And we're all happy with how that tastes. Okay, so now we're gonna get on with the rice. And we got this stuff, because again, working all day, look at it, you know, we're cheating. I'm not doing anything from scratch here, but we are, instead of microwaving this, we're gonna heat it up in the saucepan. So just before we get it all out, and I'm not even gonna heat the pan yet, break it up inside the bag. Let's get that going. Out. This is garlic rice. I mean, depending where you are, I mean, I know we get a lot of viewers in the USA. This is what we get available, Ben's original rice. Comes in all sorts of different varieties and flavours. Let's get that in there. Okay, now I'm just going to bring that onto the heat now because, which is this one. Yeah, that's rock and rolling. Gonna go on a little bit of a high heat to start off with. It's kind of like, you know, just frying it off a little bit like a fried rice. I know chili con carne, or chili non carne in this case, you know, you have the plain white rice, but I don't know, I like something with a little bit of jazz to it. So just heat that up. Nothing in there apart from a little bit of residual oil from when we did the onions and the garlic in there. All I'm going to do is add a tiny little bit of water. Bring that to the heat. Keep stirring it, don't let it burn, and it's ready to go with the chilli. Okay, come on over here. So I was going to do some garlic bread with cheese on it and grill it and everything, but I couldn't be bothered. So what I did, I was going to do it to this, but I bought this white sourdough dough baguette. So what we're going to do to accompany the dinner, so obviously rice is going to go into the dish, chili con carne on top. We have got some cheese, you can decorate with some cheese if you wish. But I'm going to cut these in little angles, and in here I've had some crushed garlic marinating. Can you see in there? Yeah? Mm-hmm. I've also put a little bit of salt and pepper in there, and also some basmati vinegar as well. So these can go on top of the dish, maybe a little bit of drizzle of oil, but just no butter or anything, just a nice little bit of oil with garlic in it. Tastes amazing. Okay, so here we are. Everything's pretty much ready to go. So we'll just dish one up. Now we're a bit limited on apparatus. I don't know exactly what's going on in there. Like I say, we've only been here a couple of nights and I've not cooked here yet. So it turns out we haven't got a ladle. So we have got some bowls, which is handy. I don't particularly like a lot of rice, but so there we go. Rice in there. This is the closest thing we have to a ladle. Let's get this over there because it's hot. You want to get in it, Rochelle? I feel like you're miles away.
Keeps on focusing.
A nice bit of chilli in there. We have got some grated cheese. I haven't got that out yet, no. Nice bit of chilli, of course there's plenty more in there. We've got the, what do I do with the bread knife? There it is. A couple of these, I should have got this ready in the first place, but I guess we can cut it out and edit it. Couple of little bits of bread. Yeah, we'll get them on there on the side. And then with the teaspoon, we get some of that basmati vinegar and garlic. Just drizzle that over the bread. That will soak that up. And I did forget to get it out. And this is the only thing that's not plant-based actually, is the cheese. Now, I'm kind of used to vegan cheese, but this is the one thing I didn't want to do to these guys because none of them are vegan. So, there we go. Sprinkle of cheese on top. And there's our building site dinner. I'm pretty pleased with that. And I think that might last us a couple of days. I'll give the boys a shout and let them know it's ready. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.